Hi, Jenny here. Today is Monday, June 19th. So, I thought I'd do an update for what I've been up to the last few days, how I've been feeling. Friday was the pump removal, and then I get the shot for helping produce the white blood cells. So, physically, things have been going really well. As I mentioned in the last video, even with the chemo side effects, they've been really super minimal. I said pleasantly surprised and grateful that this treatment has been the best out of all of them. So Friday, woke up and kind of had a stomach ache. It was like a hunger stomach ache. So okay, cool, I'll have some frozen waffles. So my husband nicely made, 2 of the chocolate chip Lego waffles. And I had about half of one waffle, and then the stomach ache had kind of been going on, and then I got a different kind of stomach ache that it was just an upset stomach ache. And so not too happy about that, and I was thinking, well, okay, so it's not food, it's not what but got my vitamins down and everything. Forgot about doing the lifesavers. I know the couple Fridays before when I had the stomach ache, also I was kind of sucking on some lifesavers and that helped, but this time I took an anti-nausea pill, even though I didn't really feel nauseous per se, but I thought, well, let's just try that. And by the time we were heading to the clinic, I was doing better. So I was a little sad in the morning with the stomach ache, and emotions are still a roller coaster. Cried a little bit in the morning, but it was like, just thinking again, okay, well, how is this going to go? Because going to the clinic, and sometimes even after the medicine completely stops on the pump, that's usually kind of when I might get a stomach ache. But things were good. Went there and did the pump removal. That went fine. Got my shot. That went fine. This time, for whatever, I asked the nurse, I'm like, is there a choice of needles that you put on this shot? She said, nope, just comes the way it comes, which I figured, but I'm like, man, because the first 2 I didn't feel poking in me at all, and then the last 2 I did feel poking in the skin. So this one I didn't feel poking, I didn't feel it going in. So maybe it had sat out, and they say if it's room temperature, it doesn't sting as much going in. And it did take a little bit of time. They weren't that busy, but there were also, I think, only like 2 main nurses on that day. So it took a little bit of time, and that was fine. So yeah, got the shot, and by then my stomach ache had gone away, so that was good. And the staff that was there, they were happy to see Wayne upright and walking, and that he was doing okay. So yeah, that's all good. Came home, and I pretty much just went on the couch and I rested all day. Again, done there probably by 1-ish, and by 4-ish, 5-ish, I could feel the bones again start aching, and upper arms again mainly. And funny, even my right arm, it's like I almost felt like I had the shot in the right arm, but I take it in the left. But it's like, again, just the bones hurting, the ribs to the back. Not too bad. Going upstairs, I think I don't know if I said this before or not, but also one of the side effects of the shot is that you get winded. So that makes sense then of why when I go upstairs, brush my teeth and go to bed, that when I get in bed, I'm like, I feel winded. I'm like, jeepers, it's just, like, really? I just went upstairs, but side effect of the shot. So I had a little bit of that, it was Friday night or Saturday night. I think Friday night was in pretty good. Saturday night, I think I had just a little bit, and that went away right away. So again, nice. Saturday, rested all day, pretty much just sat on the computer, and I did some stuff. But I wasn't up for a walk or anything. I was kind of sat around. And then Sunday, I was feeling even better, feeling good. Like I have no tingles. My calves get a little tight at nighttime for probably Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, after I've been sitting for a couple hours, and then I get up and walk, and again, we also have the air running a little bit, so if my calves are getting a little colder, then they feel just a tad tight. But again, by the time I walk to the bathroom, I'm walking back, then they've released, they're fine. So again, really minimal. I have to burp. Heard from one of the nurses, maybe it was my nurse that I knew the last time, the time before probably, that, and or if somebody else was asking a question, and they said that this chemotherapy mainly works on like the GI system. So granted, it does go all over to take care of any errant cells, but that's why you get the sore throat. You can get mouth sores, which I haven't had, thank goodness. But it affects the throat and down into the stomach and then your intestines. And at least, again, thankfully, I have the ostomy bag. I've heard other people complain about, having the diarrhea, and I know also other people have the pain, obviously, in, going to the bathroom. So because I don't go to the bathroom normally, for pooping anyway, I don't have that pain. So the doctor was kind of not impressed. The doctor was happy this last time, as I said, that I'm still handling the pain with Advil, which I had mentioned, but he said, I could get you something stronger, and I'm like, I'm good. And I know I've watched other videos of other people being in so much pain that they've had to, go up to morphine or whatever to help them. And I thought, well, yeah, because they are still going to the bathroom normally, and if I were doing that, I would be in a lot of pain too, because I was in a lot of pain before this all started. So, so again, much as it's a challenge to have an ostomy bag, I'm grateful for it. So, speaking of which, on Saturday, Wayne helped me with the bag change, again like we normally do, and everything went fine. And then I was sitting at the computer watching some YouTube videos, and he had gone to my mom's to deliver groceries and clean, and I don't know, I just put my hand on my leg, or was going down, and I touched the bag and it felt a little cold, which sometimes does because it's still plasticky. But then I looked down, and the whole left side of my bag had popped open. So I could see a big hole in here, and then the poop was starting to come out and all that. I'm like, oh boy, okay. So I cut my hand between the top of my pants and the underside of the bag, so that I could hold it and keep it there, so it didn't make a mess all down the front of me, or with my walking that wasn't going to drop anywhere. Called Wayne and was like, can you come home? Help, please. So he did. He nicely came home. And we went upstairs and we did, another bag change. So my supplies are upstairs now. So we did it again. Don't know what happened. Don't know why it didn't hold. Did everything like we've done before, but again, I'm thankful it happened on a weekend and he could still help me. Obviously, if I had to do it myself, I could, but much nicer to have help and that I can just lay down in bed and do it, because again, standing is still... I've done it before standing, but I have to get back to that. But yeah, that's a first. So kind of had one of the, is it a bag explosion type things, but again, I was awake, it wasn't in the middle of the night. So there's all that, didn't have to change sheets or any of that. And then yesterday, yeah, feeling pretty good, so we took a walk. And I made it 3/4 of the way around, which is awesome for me for a Sunday, the first week after that I was feeling that good that I could do that. So bodes well for the next week and a half, that I should have really some good days in here. And what else? So that was about it. Otherwise, yeah, again, like I said, physically feeling good, emotionally it's been okay. A little bit sad yesterday, just being Father's Day, and we didn't do anything. Again, because it's more my weekend of being down and laying low. So knowing it was such a nice day out, having taken the walk and all that, and seeing all the pictures on Facebook and whatnot of everybody, it's like having cookouts and having fun and being outside. And so I told him, I'm like, oh, I feel bad that, it's Father's Day and we're not doing anything. We're not, being outside enjoying the weather. And again, nicely, he was just like, it's okay, don't worry about it. This is fine. He's like, next year we'll do something. But right now, he's like, I am happy and grateful just to have you, around and be here. And so, yeah, daughter and I were home, but so they ordered out dinner. We got something a little special that I didn't feel like having anything from that restaurant, so that was all right. We had leftovers in the house. I had plenty to eat. And then today, same, yeah, we've also had some memories come up between like yesterday and today of daughter's, graduations from a couple years ago and stuff like that. So a little sad of that and thinking, it's probably try to do it just as one day at a time, because if I think about it, I've had treatment number 6, which means for 12 weeks I've been going through treatment, besides all the tests and all that happened a month before that. So it's been going on for more than 4 months. And you think about it that way, it's a long time, and there's still a long journey to go. So it's like, jeepers, really? All the medicine that they're putting in, that it hasn't taken care of it and, killed it off by now and it could be done. But it's like, nope. They know what they're doing. They've done it before. They know their process. I need to trust the process and keep going. So let's, again, feel sad, feel my feelings, and then get through it and say, again, you know what, one day at a time. Today's Monday. We'll see what we can do for today, what I'm going to get done, and try to make it a good day. Do some stuff that makes me happy. That's about it. So I also took some footage of the garden a little bit. My tiger lilies are blooming a little, so that's nice. It's pretty. We passed one of the houses where we cut back yesterday. One of the houses had so many flowers outside. She did a real good job taking care of her little garden area type stuff. So many different things and lots of blooming flowers, and it looks so pretty. So I do tiger lilies, low maintenance. My garden used to be more full and it had more, and now it's, I don't know, tapering back where I have them more towards the sidewalk and not towards the back. So I was going to try to dig some up and replant them, and that's not happening this year. Maybe next year. And then my raspberries are coming in, so that's really nice. Happy about that. But I've got a whole lot of raspberries on there, so I'm just got to wait for those to ripen. And then my other garden area where I planted the green beans, those are growing. So I'll throw that footage in here. Show a little update on my garden. See? Raspberries are starting to grow. And all the bushes are nice and full. So I should have a lot of raspberries. Yummy! They're so good. My other flowers are, I figured. My pansy isn't doing so well. The flowers are supposed to be out here doing okay, and the begonia isn't so much. And then of course I have some nice fresh cat poo. Always exciting to come out to. If anything, the bonus so far this year is I don't have any ground wasps. So that's nice. Got a lot of big black ants, but I've kind of been living all along the border. That's okay. I'll take black ants. I don't want wasps. I have my tiger lilies. How pretty. Some of them have already bloomed and they're expired. But got more. And then I have some weeds in there I have to pick. Did a good job getting a whole bunch of them. I don't know what happened this year. I don't know what these even are. But they're all over. I had so many when I first weeded the garden. There are a few I didn't get to. And then here's my other little garden area. So I actually have some green bean plants sprouting. See here, like, goodness gracious. Something's really been eating my leaves. I'm just glad that they're sprouting because I can see some of the beans were dug up. How much closer can I get? As close as I can get. Some critters were back here. You can even tell the garden used to be nice and flat. And now it's footprints all over it. That one's even growing too. It's above ground. I did not have my glove on when I first noticed some of the beans were they kind of dug up, floated up after watering. The birds, or was that a squirrel? Somebody's noisy. So anyways, that's my update. What's going on here? Let me know down in the comments below how you guys are doing. What are you up to? Did you have a good weekend? Happy Father's Day to all the fathers, dads, stepfathers, fathers of furry children, father figures, all that. I hope you had a good weekend. Again, Father's Day in the United States, so I know it's different around the world. But in any case, I hope you had a good weekend. And I hope you have a good week. So, keep it positive. Go make it a great day. Bye-bye.